Coach, big 5-2 win tonight. What'd you like about the performance this evening?
Well, first of all, coming back from a long road trip is usually a very tough game. You don't usually look very good, and you try to, as the game goes on, trying to build up your game back to where it should be. And no, our guys responded. We talked about it. We prepared for it. We didn't, we went on the ice. I'm sure the guys probably didn't enjoy going on the ice on the Monday, and it was tough, and you could feel it. And yesterday too, but I wanted to have that instead, and today have a optional morning skate, and because if you count the days, it takes 1 day per hour of that you were out west, basically 3 hours. So it's 1 hour, and then it's 1 day per hour, and 3 days usually it takes to really come back to normal. So we're just a day before. So I'm really impressed on how the guys came out. They're really strong. We wanted to be, we wanted to have the same mindset as the previous games where we give less than 10 shots in the first period. And we want to be around 30 shots on a regular basis. And again, 32 tonight. And, if we didn't put the puck in the stands there late, we probably would have had, a game below 30 shots against a high offensive team. So a terrific team mindset the whole game, but it's been like that for a while. So it's we're building something. You can feel it, and definitely an NHL goalie performance, some firepower back, and that's the difference. One less goal against, and one more for, and that's where your 4-2 is. And so that's where we are.
For the most part, you had the Pajot line and Jaros and Boro against their big line. What made them effective tonight?
Well, first of all, Jaros has developed so fast and is looking so good. He's so intense. He's got so much to give. And Boro, both of them, we felt that because of the size and the speed of their top line, that we needed to challenge that as much as we could. And obviously, the Pajot, Pajärvi, and Smitty are the three guys that probably would have had since the beginning of the year as a shutdown line if Pajot would have been there. So I'm not surprised by that, but if you look at the five-man unit, they were terrific tonight. They really were. And they were physical, they were in their faces, and they did it the whole game. So, it was quite impressive. And what it did is it gave us the chance to attack the other lines and the other pairs of defensemen with our more offensive lines, and it worked out.
We saw a flash on the play that Dzingel scored, but the play coming back by Chabot and then to set up the goal, what does his presence in the lineup mean?
That's the one goal I'm talking about. It's that one goal extra that you get because, you got that type of player in your lineup. And then, we were missing Duchesne and him. So that's a point-a-game, both of them point-a-game guys. So that's a lot in the NHL. Most games are decided by one goal. Well, that's your goal. And like I said, that's what guys like that do. They come up, and out of nowhere they come up with something outstanding, and that's a game breaker, and that's what he is. And so we're more than happy, crossing fingers that we keep getting guys back. But in the absence of all these guys, though, what it did is it developed a lot of guys, and Wolanin played another good one again tonight. So. I think that Jaros has played more, because, Chabby was gone for a little while and Falk was out and all that. So it's the same with the forwards. We get some guys that got some ice time, and a guy like Balcers has played, again, a very smart game. He's just a smart guy, and he's not scared. I like him. So, in the absence of some guys and, during tough times where we're missing guys, the upside of that is in the long run, our guys got better. And so when those high-end players come back, you're a better team. That's what we saw.
Coach, peut-être adressant en français le travail de l'unité de 5 qui était chargé d'arrêter le gros trio adverse le premier.
Oui, écoute, c'est parce que chaque trio a des particularités différentes. Leur trio à eux, ils sont très gros puis très rapides. Alors, on voulait matcher parce que Jaros, c'est un gros bonhomme, très rapide. Et puis, Boro aussi a de la vitesse, puis il est très physique. Alors, on a eu probablement nos deux défenseurs les plus physiques pour jouer contre eux autres. Puis à l'attaque, on a nos trois gars là, qui sont nos plus impliqués défensivement, puis les gars qui payent le prix, qui bloquent des lancers, puis qui veulent défendre contre ça. Alors les 5 ensemble ont fait un job phénoménal, ce qui a permis à nos autres lignes, à nos autres joueurs d'attaquer leur deuxième, leur troisième, leur quatrième ligne, puis de nous donner l'offensive qu'on avait besoin.
On a vu Smith prendre plusieurs mises en jeu sur le trio. Est-ce que c'est simplement une question de gaucher
Oui.
droitier pour vous?
C'est ça, ouais.
Et puis, de ramener un gars comme Thomas Chabot dans l'alignement, à quel point ça vient simplifier la tâche?
Ben, c'est comme je l'ai dit, c'est parce qu'un gars comme ça sort des jeux qui gagnent la game, tu sais, mais c'est pas juste ça. Même quand il n'y a pas un but ou un point, le nombre de minutes qu'il joue, les sorties de zone, les transitions en zone neutre, les entrées de zone, la zone offensive, le momentum, écoute, tu peux pas mesurer ça. C'est pour ça que quand tu perds un gars comme ça, c'est gigantesque. Ça a beaucoup trop d'effets pour, après ça, essayer de penser que tu vas compenser pour ça. Par contre, ce que ça a fait, son absence, ça a développé d'autres gars, ça a donné la chance à des gars d'avoir plus de glace. Fait qu'un gars comme Yaros, qui a eu tellement de glace, un gars comme Wolanin, même la joie qu'il y avait déjà de la glace, mais là, il y en avait encore plus. Mais ça a développé d'autres gars. Alors, à court terme, ça a fait mal, mais à long terme, ça va payer. Non. Non, j'ai aucune idée. Là, quelqu'un qui a commencé à parler des poteaux, puis les arbitres étaient déjà au banc. Mais je pense honnêtement que c'était un des linesmen que lui, il dit, moi, je pense que les amants étaient off. Alors, je pense que c'était personne, ni un banc ni l'autre, évidemment, pas leur banc. mais je prendrais aucun crédit là. Non, ça a été très rapide. Je pense que c'est un linesman qui a été très sharp. I did not. That's not my job, to be honest with you. Sometimes, though, you get players that you know and you vouch for them, and But I had no clue who this player was. That's all the management, scouting staff, and all that, and they're the ones who were high on this kid, and. I can see why. As he's got some skill. He's smart. He's poised with the puck, and he's not very big, but he's very brave, and he's first on the puck everywhere, and he blocks shots. And I haven't had to tell him twice the same thing. That usually is a huge indicator of how somebody can adapt to the NHL level. So right now, I really like him. C'est exactement ça que ça fait. Puis, là, on a joué à 7 défenseurs, puis 3 lignes et 2 joueurs. Mais si White était là, on aurait la ligne de White, Ketchuk, Stone. Puis là, Tierney, on aurait Tierney, Butker, puis Balsers. Là, on parle de vraies 4 lignes de la Ligue nationale. Là. Alors, on n'a pas eu ça de l'année. Là. Fait que, déjà, d'être proche de ça, là, on voit la répercussion de ça. Fait que ça fait une grosse différence. Ça fait une énorme différence. Alors, plus nos gars se sont développés et plus on reçoit on revoit des joueurs qui étaient supposés dans l'alignement avant que la saison commence, bien, plus on voit une équipe complète.